Let us try to understand the Pig-Latin program. So what we have to do is we have to create function which does the Pig-Latin, and let us try to understand what term Pig-Latin means first. So for example, if the word karma is given, then basically whatever word that is given, first letter of the word should be removed. The rest of the letters should be written as it is, ARMA, ARMA, right? And this K should be written at the end of the word. The first letter should become the last letter of the word, and after that we would append ly at the end. For example, here India, so we will skip the first letter, we'll write NDIA, and then we will write I. So NDIA, then we will write I, and then append the letter ly at the end. The space will be as it is. For this new word, the first letter is I, so we will skip it. So we will write S, and then I will go to the end of the word, right? And then we will append it with ly. Same goes for my. We will skip m, we will type y, m will go after y, and then we will append it with ly. The space goes as it is. For country as well, we will skip c, we will type other words as it is, OUNTRY. C will go at the end of the word, and then we will append it with ly. So this is the Pig-Latin that we want to achieve, right? If there is a single word, then we will skip it, but then word ended, so we type the first letter and then we append it with ly, right? Similarly, if there is a sentence or multiple statements like this, for each word we will skip the first letter, we will write it at the end and append it with ly for all the words, right? We will not consider dot as part of the word. Okay. Similarly, it says that there can only be one space between the two words, but we will make our program more generic so that it can work even if there are more than one spaces between the word, or there are more than one new lines between two sentences and so on, or if there are multiple sentences in the same line, right? So we'll try to make our program generic. So let's see what the how does it ask us to solve this problem. So this problem statement asks us to create a function named convert to Pig-Latin, and we should only pass to it a pointer, character pointer, and it returns void. So then if we are passing the string, how would it convert it to the output string? So basically the whatever string this str would be pointing to, so basically str would be a character pointer, it would be pointing to the first character in the string. We just change that string, change the original string to the string that we want in output. We'll quickly see how to do that. But how can we do the Pig-Latin conversion? We can identify the words and then remove the first letter of the word and append it at the end of the word, and add ly at the end, and then combine those words. This is the one approach. We might use a little different approach, so that should be fine, but these are just the rules for Pig-Latin, how what is expected in the output, right? So also says that scan and print in the main function and not in the convert to Pig-Latin. So I think with this it wants us to understand how to pass characters to the other function, and how then that character string can be modified in the calling in the called function, right? So let us see that. So basically it says that scan and print in main, and do not scan or print in this convert to Pig-Latin function. Convert to Pig-Latin function should receive a character pointer which points to the first character of the input string, and it should basically change that string to the expected output string. Okay. So input can be multiple lines. Each word in a line would be separated by exactly one space. We don't need this. As I said, we will make our program more generic, so it will work if it is exactly one space, but it will work even if there are more spaces in between the two words. So paragraph would contain only alphabets. This is important for us. So what are the characters that we could expect? Alphabets, be it uppercase or lowercase, space, then it could have new line, and it could have full stop. Okay, so full stop should not be considered as part of the word. Yeah, so if there is a full stop, then we will not append I after full stop, but we will append I after NDIA. So NDIA, then I and LY, and then full stop. Okay, so that's what it is saying. Okay, what are the constraints? Number of characters in the input would be greater than or equal to 1 and less than equal to 1000. This is important piece of information that we will require later, so remember it, that the maximum number of characters in the input would be 10,000. Also output would be multiple lines. If there are multiple lines in the input, the output should contain multiple lines, and the output should be the Pig Latin translation of the input as described. So these are all the sample test cases, but we looked into these cases, so let's directly jump into the code. So before we jump into the code, what do we need? We need some string to scan this, and then we will pass the pointer to that first character of that string to convert to Pig Latin function in str, right? And we expect that this function will convert this string, or convert the string pointed by str, or string starting from this address stored in str, it will convert that to the output string, right? So if str is pointing to, let's say, memory 1000, so starting from 1000 byte we will store our input, and when this function ends, we expect that starting from the same address from the 1000th byte, it stores the output, right? So that is what convert to Pig Latin will do. Okay, so what should be the size of the string that we pass to convert to Pig Latin? So as I ask you to note that number of characters in the input could be 10,000. So in Pig Latin we are also adding few characters for each word, right? The size of the input and size of the output might not be the same, because for each word we are adding 2 more letters L and Y at the end, right? So what would be the maximum number of characters possible in the output? So what are the maximum number of words in the input? Maximum number of words in the input is 5001. Right? For example, if I create a string of 1000 characters, and each word in that string, each word is just one character. For example, a space, a space, a space, a space, and so on, right? So if my input is like this, if my input is, for example, like this, a space, a space, a space, so on, right? Then for this 2 A's I need 3 spaces. For 3 A's I need 5 spaces, 5 characters. For 4 A's I need 7 characters, right? So in 10,000 characters you will be able to fit in 5001 such A's, or 5001 words, each word of single character, right? So if there are 5000 words, what would be the output for this? A ly space a ly space a ly space a ly, so on for how many times? 3, 3, 6 and 8 times, right? Oops. So this would be the output, right? So basically for each word we are adding 2 more characters, otherwise a and space were already there. So for 5000 words, 5001 words, how many extra characters would we be adding? 5001 into 2. So what would that be? 10,006, sorry, 5001 into 2, that is 10,004. So 10,004 extra characters we might be adding to it, right? So for 10,001 extra characters, what should be the length of the output string? So this 10,000 characters should will be there in the input, plus 1 character for the null. That should be the size of the input string, but the output string could be the double the size of it, right? So basically 5001 words will require additional 10,002 spaces for L and Y. So if we add 10,002 to this 10,000, we will end up with 20,003. So this length of the output string, maximum length of the output string could be 20,003. You can calculate this on your own and come up with that. You can ask me over email if you do not understand it. Okay, but now moving forward, this is we have decided what would the maximum input length and what would be the maximum length of this output string, right? So now we will first scan it in the main function. So we have one variable I initialized to 0, and we have declared a string of size output string length. Why am I doing this? Why am I scanning the output string length for str in which I am going to store the input? Because this str I will be passing to convert to pig Latin later, and I will get the output in str only, right? At the same location I am planning to store the output as well. This is what this address of str I will be passing to this convert to pig Latin, and output also I am expecting starting at the same address. So starting from that address I should allocate memory which can hold the output. That's why I am allocating memory of the size which can hold the maximum output string possible. Okay, now what am I doing? I have infinite loop here, starting with while 1, this will always be true, and for each iteration what I am doing, I am reading one character from the input and storing into the str of I and checking if this str of I is end of file. It will store end of file when there are no more characters in the input to read. If it is end of file, then I am replacing that end of file that was stored in str of I with null, because in string we represent end of the input or end of the string with null character instead of EOF, right? So I can a better way would have been writing null instead of /0, right? And if it is end of file, I store null and then I break, because I don't need to read the input any further. But if it is not end of file, then I just increment I, so that next character would be stored in the next position in the string, right? With this my input would be done. So after the end of this while, when it breaks, right, I would have all the characters stored in str one after another. So I am passing that str or address, starting address of that string, to convert to pig Latin function, right? And what does convert to pig Latin function do? So it has few characters and integers. So let us look into it. One is the input. So why do I need this input of the input length? Because whatever is currently stored in str, I need to create a copy of it, because while solving it I will be overwriting the actual content of str. So before I overwrite the content of str, I want to make a separate copy of whatever is originally stored in str. So that's why I create a string named input or character array named input, in which I will be copying the content of str. So str's content would be copied into input. Also I am initializing current character with space. I will come to this later why I am initializing it with space, but then I have previous character. So now first character of the word I am initializing with this. I am initializing it with some basically question mark character, because I was getting warning that it is uninitialized. Otherwise, this is not needed at all, right? So before we use the first character of the word, according to our logic, it will be guaranteed that it will be initialized. But just to get rid of the stupid compiler warning, I initialize it to question mark. This is not important. If you do not initialize it, you will get warning and the output would be the same. Okay. But this why I am initializing current char with space, I will come to that later. Okay. And then I have two indexes that I mentioned, input index and str index. Input index will be incremented every time I read one character from the input, because in input I store the original content of str. Str index will be incremented every time I write something to the str, right? So it would be clear once we look to the code. So now this while loop is the actual code of converting string into output string, right? So this is the crux of the entire code. So what happens currently, what I do, there is a character variable named previous character. Whatever is the current character, I remember it as a previous character, and then I update the current character from the input, right? So I am remembering the previous character for later use. It will be clear later. But right now, if you remember, current character is space. So previous character will become space, and current character will become the first character in the input. Then I am incrementing the input index so that in the next iteration I will be reading the next character from the input. Now I am checking if current character is space or new line or dot or null. If it is any of these four, then I have to apply special logic, right? Because if current character is space, that means the word has ended. If it is new line, then if there was no dot here, right, and if there was a new line, right, after India there is slash and then only G goes here, right? So if it is new line, then also word has ended. Or if there is a dot, that also implies that word has ended. Or for example, here after ABC there is nothing, right? So there is end of file. But if you remember, in main function we have replaced end of file with null. So if it is null, basically end of the string, then also it means that the word has ended. So this is the condition which checks if the word has ended. If the word has ended, then it checks if the previous character was not space or new line or dot, right? For example, here there is slash n after dot, right? But that slash n doesn't mean that word was ended, because word was ended with this dot only, right? So when we encounter dot, we would have added first character here and appended ly. So we don't need to do anything when we encounter this slash n. But if this dot was not there and if there was directly slash n, then on slash n we would say that word has ended. So if both of these conditions satisfy, then we say that word has ended. And if word ends, so what we'll do, whenever word ends, we should have first character there, and then we should append it with ly. So we are storing at that index in str first character of the word, and then incrementing the index, str index. Then we are storing l and incrementing the index, then we are storing y and incrementing the index, right? Now how the first character was stored here, we will come to that later, right? But if there is space or slash n or dot or null, and if previous character was none of that, right, then it is guaranteed that there would be something stored in first character of the word, right? I hope you understand the logic. This, if these two are true, it means we have reached the end of the word and we should append the first letter and ly. Irrespective of this condition is true or false, if we have a current character as this, then we should store current character in str index, right? See, when we encounter space, then we definitely need to type or put there the first character of the word and then append it with ly. But after doing that, after first word and ly, here after a we append k and ly, but after that we should replicate this space here, right? So for that we need to type the current character. So hence I am storing in str current index the current character. So space or /n or dot, everything will be reproduced as it is in the str, right? And then naturally I am incrementing the str index. Now there is a special condition. If current carry is equal to null, it means if we have end the reach if we have reached the end of the string, then we should break this while loop. We should not proceed any further. So that is that condition. Now what is this else doing? So this condition would be true if the current character is one of these, which could represent the end of the word, if this condition is true. But if the current character is none of these, then it would never represent end of the word. If it is none of these, then it could there could be two conditions. It could either represent first character in the word or any other character. So for all these character, for example k, a, r, n, a, t, a, k, a, they will go to else. And what it is checking? First it is checking if it encounters k, it is checking if the previous character was space. If the previous character was space or /n or dot, what does that mean? If the previous character is space, for example here, if the previous character is space, then this a after that, a after space must be the first character of the word. If the control will go to else only if current character is not space, not null, not dot, or not new line. It means it is some alphabet, right? If current character is alphabet and if previous character is space or null, space or new line or dot, then what does that mean? Current character is the first word. So what we are doing in that case? First character of the word is equal to current character. So we are remembering what is the first character of the word, which will be utilizing later when the word ends, right? But if it is not the first character, then what we do? We just append it to str so that it will be printed later, right? And once this logic is over, so why, now coming back to why I initialize this current character to space, so that previous character would hold space during the first iteration of the loop. So if it is space, and what would be the current character in this example? K, right? Current character would be k and previous character would be space. So current character is k, so this is false, so it will enter else, and previous character is space, so it will assume that this k is the first character of the word, right? This is the only case where previous character to this is neither space nor dot or nor new line, right? So in order to handle this particular case, I have initialized my current character with space. I hope it is clear, or you can just try to wrap your head around this and it will be more clear. Okay, but once this program ends, right, or once this function ends, or once this while loop ends, we will have the output string stored in str, and once the convert to pig Latin returns, whatever is stored in str, we are just printing it out on the screen, and this will, whatever new line slash n everything, right, it will be printing it as it is, so we don't need any extra logic to handle that. I hope you understand that. And now if you run this code, then you will see that all test cases are passing. It is producing result as expected. Okay, to summarize this, in order to summarize this entire thing, we have main function where we read input, but we have the longer string because we are planning to store the output there as well. Then we call the function and we print the output str, right, because this function we are not storing output somewhere, it is returning void, but it is changing the content of str to store output in str instead of input, right, and then we are printing. But then how does this convert to pig Latin function works? It creates a temporary string to remember the original input, because we are planning to store output in str, that's why, and hence we are doing it here, remembering the original input. Then we have few variables which help us to keep track the index of the input, keep track the index of the str. This might not be the same, right, because we append ly, that's why we need two different indices. And we have this variable current character and previous character. We could have lived without this, we can derive this current character and previous character based on this input index, but I still kept these variables so that it is clear when you read the code, it is clear what we are trying to do, right. So, and first character of the word will remember the first character of the word. I have initialized this to get rid of the stupid compiler warning. Okay, so in this while loop, what we are doing, we take one character from, so we remember the previous character, and then we update the current character with the one character from the input at a time, and then we increment the index. So in the next iteration we will have the next character in the current char, right. And this condition handles if the word has ended. If the word has ended, then we append the first character and ly, right, and we will always need to reproduce space slash and dot whatever it is, even null, so that's why this code, right. And this checks if the string has ended, input string has ended, and if that is the case, we will break the loop, right. This else part handles the condition where word has not ended. So if word has not ended, then the character could be the first character in the word or the middle character in the word. If it is first character in the word, we are simply remembering it, but if it is the middle character in the word, then we are appending it to str and incrementing the str index. I hope this is very clear to you now and you are able to solve this problem. Not sure if you will get the better screenshot of this. Not able to, it becomes too small, but this is the, here is the screenshot that you can take of a convert to pig Latin function, and here is the main function. So thanks for tolerating me, and stopping the recording now.